carve out the shape of my nose. Normally I'll just do like a straight line down, and then yeah, I don't really have like any sort of technique for this. I just like go based off, but I like to like do a V shape around the tip of my nose, and then I'll do like a line right down the bridge of my nose. Brush, and I'll just blend it out. I'll just do like straight up down until it looks kind of blended into my face. Here it's a bit more clear, but I'm basically just carving out the shadow, especially the one underneath the eyebrow. This is what it looks like. And then I will also do on the outside of my eyelids, because I think it like makes my eyes look a bit more like popped out. I do my Cupid's bow, and then as well as underneath my lower lip. And I basically do the same thing. I'll just blend it out with that same brush as well. Yeah, I like to hold the tip of the brush because I think it gives me more control over what I'm blending, and then I'll use my finger as well, and then I set all of it with a powder contour. The one I'm using is the one by Peri Para, and it's in like the cool shade of it. And I'll just go over what the cream pencil was. So just the same outline, and then over the outside of my lids as well. And then after that I use the Fenty Beauty contour stick in amber, and I'll just like go around my forehead, and then also around the outside of my face and carve it out. I just normally just do a circle around it. I'll go from the corner of my ear all the way down to my chin. The shade I'm using is amber. It's like kind of cool tone, but I would still say it's a bit more warm on me. Yeah, and I'll just pull it all the way down. And then instead of the like smaller brush I was using, I would take the bigger brush and just like buff it out as much as I can, and like make sure it's all blended in. I'll sometimes as well like puff out my cheek to make sure I can like get all the places that I don't see, and then also like really getting into my forehead and blending it out here. And then again, same technique, I'll just go with the powder contour and just put it all over and make sure it kind of sets as well for this. Here's what it looks like. Then this is the Flower Nose like ballerina swan palette or whatever. I use like this pink shade first, and I just put it all over my eyelids. I focus a little bit more on the outside of it, and I would just go around my eye. It's different for everyone, but for me, there is like a shape around my eye, and I'll just normally use that as like a guideline. Yeah, I just put it all over my lid, going from like the middle of it to the outside, and then same for the other eye. Go from like my inner corners and like pull it up so it makes like a shape and like blends into the pink color that I was using earlier. I will say that like I really like the Flower Nose palette because it's super like concentrated, like you can see the color, it's very pigmented. And then I'll use like the glitter shade, and for this one I'll just use my finger and like pull it down through the middle of my lids, like in between the highlight color and the pink one. And then I'll use this brown shade and I put it underneath my eye to like make it look a bit bigger. I kind of look like a raccoon without like anything with it, but trust me, this makes your eye like really pop and look really big. And I'll use like the other side of the brush from earlier and just blend it out. I'll do the same thing on the other side with the little brush. Okay, so here's what it looks like. And then I'll take an even smaller brush and take the highlight shade from the Flower Nose one. And then I'll do an inner corner and just do like a line across the very top of all my eyeshadow. And then I think it like defines the highlight shade a bit more and you can really see it. That's what it looks like. And then I use the Heroin like a brown eyeliner, and I just like draw the triangle first and then I'll fill it in. I do the same thing for the other side. I think any brown eyeliner would work, or like even a black one, but I think brown is a bit more like natural looking, especially for me because I feel like I have like really low contrast in my face, so it just looks a little bit less aggressive on me. And then I'll use the Glam like 2 Eggo salad pen and carve out like that little piece of fat under my eye. Yeah, I try to make them even on both sides, but if not, I'll like take this brush and I'll just blend it out. And then after that, I'll use the highlight shade and just like go in between that section and highlight the egg salad part, and same on the other side. And then I'll just like take my finger and like blend together the like contour and like highlight shade there. And then I use the Arts like Too Cool for School pencil. I do underneath the eye bag and my nose, and then for blush I'll use like this e.l.f. one. I'll focus it on like the center of my face, and I just use like a big puff brush. Doesn't really matter when you place it, I don't know. I don't have like a technique. Just put it in the middle of my face, right underneath my eye. Yeah, and I do a little bit on my chin and on the tip of my nose as well. And then the Lily by Red one, I use it as like sort of a highlighter shade blush. I just do it like right above wherever I put my blush, like the original shade, and I just like dab it over and blend until it looks good on my face. Yeah, and then for the other side. After that, if it doesn't like blend fully, I'll use a puff to do that as well. And then I'll take this highlighter and I go on my nose, and then like the tip of my nose and the bridge of it, and then also a little bit on my eyebrow bone as well.